Story follows a Korean girl who is reincarnated into a prestigious, noble family as an illegitimate child. Despite her status, she works tirelessly to support and strengthen her family. However, tragedy strikes when her father dies, and she is cast aside by the other family members. Soon after, she dies in a carriage accident only to awaken once again in her childhood. Determined not to repeat the same fate, she resolves to change her destiny and rise as the family's matriarch. Continue and watch full story.
Up thud, I heard they were charged with tax evasion. Whisper. In treason, it seems not even the Lombards can survive after being accused of treason. Whiskey. Whisper, they were such a great family with a deep legacy to whisper. Those fools, grit, imbeciles, dimwits, lazy shitbags, the lot of them. Wait. I told them not to trust the as prince, that little brat could never become the crown prince. Bin. I warned them so many times. All back. It was the crest of the world tree, the name that symbolizes eternal prosperity. The empire's first rule was crowned the very hands of a Lombardy. As such, it would hardly be an understatement to say that the empire's legacy was the legacy of the Lombardy family itself. Blue businesses as the foundation of their power, they amassed a great wealth, and their sphere of influence extended to war history, art and culture. The Lombardy name had left its mark throughout the entire world. The imperial family, who had felt threatened their power, issued a restricting order upon the Lombards shortly after rule. Lombardy, the late head of the family, inherited the position. Restricting order, an imperial order that imposes limits on the actions of noble family, but not long after rule devised a scholarship system which selected and trained highly skilled individuals from nobles and commoners alike, talented individuals from both divisions who were able to succeed as a result of the Lombardies' kindness began to fill up key positions from within the empire. And eventually the late emperor rescinded the restricting order he had issued before. Slam. Foolish as they may be, how could they bring the Lombardy family to ruins within just years? Yell. Slip. The reason sight I'm so enraged right now is simple. I used to be Lombardy once too. Before, I was just a girl who died from a car accident in Korean. So when I opened eyes for the first time as a newborn baby in this world, okay, I shrieked with joy, realizing that I'd finally been born into a rich and comfortable life, but of course that was all just a misunderstanding. Father Callahan Lombardy Silent was the third son of the late head of the family, but current deceased mother was a commoner who was never acknowledged as his official finance. I was the product of their coupling and lived receiving all father's affection while inheriting the Lombardy name. I could never amount to anything more than an illegitimate child. Father died a few days before birthday. And with no one to look after me, everyone in the family began to forget that I was even there. I couldn't let existence be extinguished just like that, so when I turned, I took it upon myself to do work for the Lombardy family. Pure desk operation fueled earnestness. Fortunately, skills in the field weren't all too mob. Eventually, as a result of efforts to gradually expand role within the family, I began to oversee the inner workings of the house at just years of age. And assisted grandfather with his own work at the age of when he fell sick to illness. Father's arrogant and incompetent brothers, sore Jim, Strip, and stubborn and idiotic cousins. See Strip. Those days when I could only heed responsibilities and had no power of own. I would be lying if I said they weren't hard, but what a terrible shame. If I'd known your capabilities earlier, I would have. Naive. Over to you. Not grandfather, I'm just a lowborn half-blood underscore. How could I lead the Lombards when mother was a mere commoner? Don't say that, Florentia. After all, you are a true Lombardy. Let me rule. Assure you, you're more than worthy to inherit the position. I'm sorry, I would have taken better care of you when you're still so young. In the end, you're also beloved granddaughter. I'm son. Sorry dear. That single sentence was all it took to do me in. The reason I was determined to do best for the interests of the Lombardy family was because I truly loved it. But plop, I'm sure you know what you have to do, Florentia. Leave. Give. Been patient all this time out of consideration of your father, but I can't stand the sight of you any longer. How dare you behave out of line when you're just an illegitimate child? Grit. Alcaic, bet odd you can revoke Lombardy name but let me stay and work for the sake of this family. You need me here. You refuse to know your own place, huh? Scram, I don't wanna ever see you around this place again. Slam, just like that I was kicked out. Without being able to invoke any rights of inheritance as a Lombardy, and exactly years later those dumbasses would bring the Lombardy family down with them. The great Lombardy family, the awe-inspiring and beautiful Lombardy family which I had dedicated youth to. Slam. That's they would have supported the prince instead. Color argy. It's blatantly obvious to anyone with eyes hiccup that the prince is far more suited to inherit the throne than the prince who wastes away gambling or dating women. The Prince Perez Brescia Corelli. He was scorned for being the son of a maid. But he quickly distinguished himself as a talented genius the moment he entered the academy. He graduated at the top of his class for both liberal arts and martial arts. And his political power was unrivaled that of any other, so much so that he managed to win the entire council of nobles over to his side when it had been previously dominated the empress. Influence. Slide Haas should go home now. The foolish Lombards supported the prince while committing all kinds of wicked deeds against the prince. Jangle, and it all backfired on them once the prince had been appointed as the crown prince after the emperor collapsed from illness. On to hiccup. Muscled idiots. Libertines slip. Step. I almost fell over. You. Geez, that scared me. Phew. But where? Winnie salad. I died from a car accident in past life and now I'm dying to a carriage accident. This isn't fair. But regardless of feelings, consciousness had already begun slipping away along with life. Zwick. Worry. Blink. Father. What's the matter, Tia? Soul startled. What's going on? I would have sworn I was hit a carriage. Am I suddenly in the library? Is this chair so high? Dozen. And Tia, are you alright? Is it even possible for memories to be this vivid? The situation was beyond understanding, and at the time head was filled with only one thought. I have to get out of here. Dad, can I please stop room really quickly? Of course, should I come with you? Nor I can go myself. I'll be right back. Tia, don't run, you'll hurt yourself. Glance. That shelving number I'm pose was only classified that way before I changed it. And if I remember correctly, near the library he slept. Is the guest room, Tad? Burst. I found it. Wait, but am I so tiny? And this body, is it so weak I'm having this much trouble running that short of distance? Huff, tremble. Wait, then how old am I now? I remember falling over and getting severely injured on birthday. Fumble. Spotless, but there's no scar. Then that means Sim younger than 8 years old. Slide. Not only have I reincarnated once but now give traveled back in time. Soak, swish. Whoosh, those trees were all cut down after Peace became the head of the Lombardy family. Okay. They were originally gifted to us long ago, the first emperor, in celebration of finishing the construction of the Lombardy manor. Despite being the eldest son of the family, Peace had them all cut down, and second uncle Lorelei was only ever focused on pleasing him. All of them were fools. Clench father didn't have much power of his own. But he was so well educated that even the academy coveted his knowledge. If only father hadn't died so early on. Wait, father died of an illness before he and I could celebrate birthday. The cure for the disease he'd suffered from was only developed several years after his death. Then, does that mean I can save him? I can save Dad. I won't have to lose him. I can save him. It might sound absurd, but now that give return to the past, retaining all previous knowledge, I'm sure I can do it. Rub. In that case, wouldn't I be able to save the Lombardy family as well? Flinch. Calm down, Florentia. It hasn't happened yet. Clench up. Carbon first. I need to stop Peace from becoming the head of the family. Viewer's wife Serial and the as prince's mother Empress laving anginas were cousins. Asa results, Peace had no choice but to support the as since as the next crown prince, of course. That's disregarding the fact that he wasn't perceptive enough in the first place to realize that the prince was never fit for the role of crown prince. Someone other than Peace who wouldn't seek to harm the prince. If I'd known your capabilities earlier, I would have handed the family over to you. Mumbles, should I give it in? I wouldn't make the same mistake against the prince, since I already know he will be the next crown prince. And what if I take it a step further and make connections with him? If I use knowledge of what will happen in the next years to advantage, okay, let's do it. Whoosh. I'll become the matriarch of this family. And in order to do that, I need to gain grandfather's trust. Lord Callahan left for the head summons office. Aha. Librarian Bronchus. In previous life I started to work at the library after Bronchus became sick. I heard he was originally a famous professor at the academy. Librarian Grandpa, please let me borrow one book. What kind of book would you like? People of the South. Did Lord Callahan ask for it? I'm going to read it. Luke, step. Hi, I'm here, Grandpa's office. It's been while. I guess if I wait out here, Father will come out then. In the meantime, plop. Finally, the book I wanted to read the most after I was kicked out. Today I almost cried when I found out it had been in the Manor's library. In the end, I couldn't read it until I died. Rub, I'll read you to heart's content. Hey, Half-Blood. Done. Dude. _ale. LTLG talk. Are those two here? Bell Sack. The terrible playboy that never had a shortage of women since he was the eldest son, Tatalu, who blew the family's money on gambling like it was his own. They were trash but adorable. Ahahaha, what did she lose it? Oops, I messed up. They might feel bad if I laughed at them as soon as I saw them. Sorry you. You dirty half-blood, you dare to laugh at us. I remembered that nickname cousins used because Mom was a commoner. Heated brother. That half-blood seems angry. Healed. Shrug, what is she to do? Yeah, at this age I was scared of those two. They bullied me in violent and persistent ways that a little kid couldn't handle. Heed. Do you think she'll wet herself again? Hug Yamaha. When Father got angry, Peace and Lors would argue that he was getting sour over children. Play cool. Step. Bell Sack. How old am I right now? I asked how old I was. Brush. Any chance do you not know Flare W? What _? I do know you're 7. Oh, I see, so I'm 7 years old. Yeah, I am 7. Oak poised. Power and you're 10. Flinch oft. Tatalu is 8 tilde own. Sign, you're already that old. When will you stop being so immature? You can't keep bullying and calling me half-blood like that. Cousin hath immature. Step va ha. Did you finally go crazy? Raise. Flinch. You lowborn wench, you dare look at me like that? Grab. Ah. Ha, serves you right, a half-blood like you dare try to teach me. Shake on. You seem to think that you have the same status as us because we took care of you, but Sale, you're not a Lombardi. Get lost to some commoner village. Half-blood. Huh, I told you to stop calling me a half-blood. Thwack. Ha, kooky roll lava. Bell Sack _ hesitate. Glower. Shrink. Was you crazy? You think you'll be alright after? Bell Sack, you no good dog of. You dog who can't tell you're staring danger in the face. Thwack. Today I will fix that bad habit you have. And you whack our half-blood. Half-blood, if you were going to keep calling me that, you should. We have been ready to get hit. The person who listening. Bagel whack. Do you know how much I suffered because of you too? Do you whack? Terox. Save Mel. In what's all this ruckus? Ha, bells. Throw air tumble. God, Tia, are you okay? You're what is this? Hurt father, we. Based on how he sounds, you think he broke something. Ha, wabash. Shout you way. Apologize to son right now. Fi. That cocky brother. Grab. Stop this inst. Ans. His. LaSalle, tell me what happened. Stall. Here, Tatalu, your grandfather is asking you a question. Waver. Well, Bell Sack and I were just walking and suddenly Florentia attacked us. She kicked and tripped him. Glance, and after that with a book she. That shock. Look at that dog talk. Audacity of them to spin pretty lies about what they did. The only person I can trust now is turned. Stare. Really, are you telling me that dementia started hitting you in Bells for no reason? Well, Sitter, Florentia has always hated up Do not interfere in others. Convert nations. Bell sack. Where did you learn such despicable manners? Just sob. Stupid bell sack. Grandfather absolutely hates it when someone interrupts him while he's talking with someone else. Florentia, don't you tell me what happened. Clench you. In the past I would have avoided eye contact and ran off since I was always the fearful crybaby. Half-blood. Single quote. Tia Pat. But now things are different. Sex. I did nothing wrong. You beat up son and yet you still think viewed ox. Flinch. F. Father. To think he'd do the same thing as Bells after what happened just now. Like father like son. I was patiently waiting for father out here, when suddenly Bells and Tatalu approached me jeering and calling me a half-blood. When I told them to stop they started hitting me instead. They hit you? Which one of them did it? Inhale. It was Bell sack. Flinch. Oil. Not only that but they also called me low-born and told me to get lost to some commoner's village. Father, I'm sorry, please be patient for a little while longer. I need to reveal to everyone how I've been treated so far and how both these boys have been completely rotten to the core ever since they were young. Is that you began hitting Bell sack? Shake. Not. The reason I hit him was because he told me I wasn't a Lombardi. Ego. I know I am a half-blood. Mother was never granted the Lombardi name to the very end and I don't plan to refute that fact. But despite all that I am still a true Lombardi, a Lombardi that you grandfather acknowledged yourself. I only realized that being a half-blood didn't define existence after I began to oversee the operations of the family myself in past life, that the Lombardi name suited me at times better than those morons who only ever flaunted the family name. That I'm the best Lombardi anyone could ever ask for. So you hit him not because he called you lowborn but because he said you weren't a Lombardi. Yes, grandfather. And that I am a proud granddaughter of yours as well. Stare. Don't your knees hurt? Throb. Of course, but you're not crying. I heard you were quite the crybaby. I will, but only in room after Give said everything that needs to be said. Ha ha ha. Father, I think we should tend to Tia's injuries first. Yes, of course you should. You can take her and wait. Hold on second. Dash. Rare. Tot. I didn't think Ibo should leave this book here. So you did you borrow that book? Yes. Did? I'm sorry, Deck. Are you apologizing? Well, that because treated the book harshly. Award. A book is a tool for imparting knowledge, not a weapon to beat up, I mean harm others. Didn't you say you did nothing wrong just a moment ago? Nontlini. Yes, I did, but I believe it's important to acknowledge your mistakes as soon as you realize them. I can't really say anything against that. All right, then you two should get going now. Yes, father, let's. Tia gasps. Chuck. Wait a minute, father, are you really going to let her off the hook like this? Florentia made a mess of Bell sack. The eldest son of the family, she must be punished accordingly. Viewed. You dare to argue against decision. Not. That's not what I meant. Hastily. I just. Oh, you dumbass. How can you be so clueless about the situation here? Bolt. That's all I'll be saying on this matter. All of you should head back now. Shut. You bow. I'm sorry, brother, but since father granted us permission to leave, we'll be heading out now. Turn. Yavao. And one more thing, brother. Turn. Don't you think you're getting a little too sour over children play? Lot. Gape ox. Pub. Ah. Had. Daddy smells nice. Dear, how did it even get this bad? It may leave a scar behind. A scare. Dear heavens, restless. It's the same place I injured myself when I fell over on 8th birthday. Like is to still. It's not like I broke any bones. So going looks sexy again. Similar form. Do you feel pain anywhere else? Lady extendo here. Throb on. When Peace shoved me, I fell and caught myself in the wrong position. Talk about a petty man. What kind of adult would push a small kid like me with his full strength? Gosh, from the swelling alone there doesn't seem to be any broken bones, but I think you should be careful with your hand for a while. Let me prepare a separate medication for it. Thank you, Dr. O'Malley. Also, I would like to speak with daughter alone. Could you give the two of us some privacy? Oh, of course I will be in the laboratory. Should you need me, just call. Shut. Tia, didn't you tell me that those rascals were boy thing you? Oh, father's eyes. They're the same color as mine, and they are filled with concern for me. They said they would hit me again if I told you. Swear those little brats stand. Okay, it's fine, I got them real good today, so I'm sure they won't be able to say that to me again. I managed to tolerate their behavior until now, but I won't be doing that anymore. I'll hit them right back, and if that doesn't work I will just tell the adults and... Don't worry too much about me, I'm fine, Father Thierry. Of course, you do that, Florentia, huge. But dear, are you suddenly calling me Father? I want you to call me Dad like you always used to, Sad. Oh, crap. Come to think of it, I always called him Dad at this age. At AG was Kano Hun lately forgot. Dad gain. Let's live happily together for a long time. Yes, of course. Dad might not understand the true meaning behind words now, and in fact he will never know, since I won't let him die in vain like before. I'll be the one to protect both Dad and the Lombardi family. The first thing I need to do is do something that make grandfather acknowledge me. No matter how foolish and pathetic Peace might be, he is still grandfather's eldest son. Because of that, many people both within and out of the Lombardi family look up to him as the next implicit heir. On top of that, Lors is already kissing up to Viewed sight busy. And fathers as he books to ready, so happy long got. Compared to Viewed, I still have 3 obstacles to overcome. Glacé_. Being the child of the third son who hardly has any presence. Being a half-blood. Are you enjoying the book, Tia? Yes, it's so full. Let Mike. If I had to add another obstacle, it would be that I'm still far too young. In past life, grandfather Anal couldn't distribute his work amongst any of his sons and worked himself ill while trying to undertake all the responsibilities of the Lombardi family alone. Before that happens, I need to show him what I'm capable of. But I'm an illegitimate child and a girl. Those weaknesses of mine will surely come back to bite even after I inherit his position. When that day comes, the prince's support will be of great help. I need to be in the prince's good graces, even if it's not just to prevent the fall of the Lombardi family. I need to gain his trust, giving him as much support as I can so that he can become the next crown prince without much trouble. If I can do that, the future emperor wouldn't be so averse to the Lombards. I'm sure both of us can become great friends. Wu Shouke. Oh, was it around this time when Prince Perez's mother passed away? In the past, the prince's mother died during the rainy season of this year. She wasn't even able to call a doctor to treat her due to the empress. Well, I heard that the prince returned the favor once he became crown prince. He imprisoned her in an isolated area and nobody even knew of what illness she ailed, with that in consideration. The prince has quite the temper from. Still, he must be living out his days completely and utterly alone. If I could have things way, I would go see him right away. But Lombardi children are forbidden from freely wandering outside until they turn 11. Flap. But all hope is not lost yet. The only exception to that rule is when one receives permission from the Lombardi head himself, so just wait a little longer, Perez. Knock. I'll accrue as much power as I can from here, and then I'll go meet you as soon as possible. Is Lord Callahan inside? Who are you clicking, Anna? Your excuse me, could I come inside? Kalian? I jolt, what is that man doing here in Dad's sitting room? Done. What brings you here, Sir Kalian? Do you have an urgent message to relay to Father? Not. He's grandfather's right-hand man. Kalian Pellets who'll soon be managing the Lombardi business in the near future. But on earth would he be here? I came here to see Lady Florentia. Huh, swear peg. Me. You mean to say that Lady Florentia borrowed this book? Sass. Yes. What do you think, Kalian? There must be a misunderstanding somewhere. Oh ho, and do you think that The People of the South is a professional text that was strictly meant for research purposes? There's no way that Lady Florentia, who hasn't even surpassed 10 years of age, would read it. Wouldn't it be more plausible to assume that she picked it because the cover managed to catch her attention? It's a deep green, so she may have mistaken it for a fairy tale book. Normally that would be the case. Yes. Flip, are you saying that Lady Florentia isn't normal? I called you here to figure that out. Tape. Let Florentia join in on the lessons with the other children from now on. Lord Give already said this before, but Lady Florentia is far too young. A child of her age would find it hard just to stay still for long periods of time. Oh, Wekdal so well that only applies to normal children. What exactly are you trying to confirm, Lode? Girgenti's mother was a nomad. She was truly a beauty, but other than her appearance she didn't have any unique traits. I didn't pay much attention to her daughter as well, I'll admit it, but from what I saw today I have a feeling someone worthy has finally inherited blood properly. It can't be. She's just a child who no different from the others. Cutesy. Sparkle. Salt. Hello lady, name is Kalian Pellets. I'm in charge of teaching the children of the Lombardi family. I'm sure Lord Rule is just mistaken. Understood. However, I will be administering tests of own to pinpoint the exact level of her intelligence. Oxbow, if she fails to meet expectations, then I cannot permit her to take part in lessons even if you order me to do so. It's to create an environment that's conducive to learning, so I ask for your understanding on this matter. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sir Kalian. Name is Florentia Lombardi. Oh, sparkle with butt. Sir Kalian? Ah. Oh, I'm sorry, you showed me such perfect form that I couldn't help but stare. That was quite impressive. Proud. Did I do it well? I did exactly as I once read in a book. He's instructing the lessons that all young Lombards must through. Oh, so that must be it. The Lombardi's lessons. At first glance it could seem like normal tutoring for children. But the truth was that it was the first ordeal where all Lombards were harshly evaluated for their level of competence. As such, the difference in their skills started to appear the moment they began taking these lessons. There was also no determined age when one was to finish taking lessons. So if someone was told that they didn't have to come to lessons anymore, it would usually mean that they were disqualified from participating. Lastly, the evaluations that the children received every lesson were reported to the head of the family. Rule Lombardi, who was stricter than anyone else, would be monitoring every single word and action of the children. But I was only permitted to take those lessons after I turned. How come I've been given a chance this early? If it's alright with you, I'd like to ask you a few questions. You simply have to answer them however you see fit, Lady Florentia. Okay, alright then. I heard you borrowed that book in your hands. Oh ho. That book, did you borrow it? Could it be that grandfather paid attention to the book I took with me? Yes, did. I'm sorry, this could be an opportunity for me. Yes, I've been reading it since yesterday. Oh, may I you ask what it's about? I haven't been able to read too much of it yet, but apparently a fascinating group of people live together in the southern forest of the empire. This book details an account about those people. Is that so? Who is the author of this book? Buyi is the name written on the cover. What is the first chapter about? The author, Buyi, recounts the story of how they came to hear about the people of the south. I can see right through him. He must thought that I was carrying this book around like a toy. Understand, him thought this book is filled with content that even most adults would find tedious. Did you come here because you wanted to read this book? Should I lend it to you? Lift. I'm curious about what will come next, but I can always read it later. Not. That's okay. I've already read that book once, so you can continue it. Lady Florentia. Ahem. Huge. Oh, what a relief. It doesn't seem like she's lying. Did she really? There are a total of 3 rumors that rob pills. Here's about the people of the south. Hold on a second, Instructor Pellets. Your Buyi is not a he. She's a female author. Pardon. The evidence is all written in the book. Her full name is Vane Buyi. Open. She's a female scholar. IP, please allow me to borrow this book for a moment. Did I truly delude myself with the belief that only a man could possibly compile well-known research publications? Oh, come on, you said you read it all, but you must not have paid close attention. And that a young child couldn't ever understand such professional texts. Well, I don't have any more questions for you. Shut. I'd like you to come to lessons starting from the 6th day of next week. However, it may be a bit hard to follow along with the lesson content in the beginning. Since you'll be joining in the middle of one of our lectures, wrong, I guess you'll be learning lots of new things. I bet I'll be fun. I'm glad to hear that you're so thrilled. Our lesson will take place at Okay, Bright. Oh, dear Firetail, you're such bright. Hug Yamaha. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I'll see you again at our lesson. Step. Being a teacher sounded so dull that I wanted to ditch this position, but now I don't think it'd be bad to stick with it a while longer. I think it'd be quite interesting to teach a girl like her. Tia ta da. Won't you on a picnic with daddy? What a picnic, it's been while since the sun came out and the weather was nice. Let's take all these cakes and cookies you like and find a sunny place to read Smile Locks. Ah, while we're at it, shall we pay doctor a visit as a thank you for looking after your wounds? FA Alpha. He's just baiting me because he thinks I won't want to go to the doctor's really. He might be dad, but he sure has a cute side. Boohoo say I was just thinking that two of really cat daddy and Tia have so much in common yoke. Old AG jail. Creek in that case the ratio for the mixture is. Welcome Lord Callahan. Hello doctor, now I hope I haven't caught you at a busy time. Ha, not at all. I was just giving apprentice some advice because I had some spare time. Now that I think about it, this is the perfect time to introduce you. This is apprentice Entire. Run H. Hello, I am Entire me Taibo. Ah, nice to meet Tia. Squeeze Yoga. Dad, I want her to examine me. Tibia, not the doctor's here __. Not I like her. Still assert I want her to examine me. It seems the lady has taken a liking to Entire, is very talented, so you don't have to worry Lord, and I will be watching the side puke. That should be okay right Beam? Of course. Talented of course she is. She's going to develop very important medicine later on. Then excuse me lady stiff. Diligent. She must be nervous, her hands are shaking. Your name was Estival, right? Huh, yes you're right. Noah, it's such pretty name is Florentia. Dad's name is Callahan. See, what kinds of things do you learn from the doctor? Learn pharmacology from him. Wool then you to be doctor too. Yes, although you give still got a long way to got. Kiriloho woohoo bright. That's so cool, want to examine you next time tool. Since the swelling has gone down, I think we can change the medicine. I see, bring some sax extract. Yes. She seems less nervous. Good. Shiver. Tatami. Now lady, once you drink this the rest the swelling will disappear. Wait, tremble bubble of. You're telling me to drink that? Tia day. And drink that so you can have your favorite sweet cookies. Hurry. Yeah, if I have to drink bottoms up it anyway, I'll just gulp, close eyes and down the whole thing. Oh, you drank the medicine, well you can give us the bottle. Lady, this is. Chew, since you an Entire examined and cord me, I'm give you this. Huh, thank you very much lady, I'll sparkle lot. Thank you squeeze trot. Then shall we? Yes Dr. Estival by raise. Creek __. 2. Meeting Entire was an unexpected gain. Next time should I pick Entire and ask her to come, I'll have to keep seeing her if I want to get close. Clip clop. Ah, now that I think about it, didn't something happen around this time? Ah, I think it was quite loud. Whoosh. Clip clop anal. Huh, that crest. So, I'd like to hear your opinion. How did the test with granddaughter? I think I finally understand your words. That all you've always been so stingy in your evaluations. Of course not, there are other things to mention as well. Actually, after the test I talked around the servants near Lord Callahan residence, but no one had noticed how intelligent the lady was. When I relayed that the lady had fulfilled all the conditions to attend lessons, Lord Callahan reaction showed that he didn't expect it at all as well. That means I believe that the lady has been hiding her abilities until now. What do you think of it, hiding her abilities? Yes, but it's only speculation. Ripple. It's honestly regrettable. Such a young girl to go to the lengths to hide her ability makes it so obvious that Callahan's status and abilities are lacking. Look, you still clack have a lot of time. Do not feel too pressed. Yes, for now I'll just watch. For the time after class 1, hope you will report to me directly. Understood. Our conversation seems to have delayed our schedules, then I will clack knock. Father. The members of the delay company are here. You're telling me that you're trying to sell textiles that are normally only available in the south of the capital city. But currently the delay company can't handle such long-distance transportation, so you want the Lombards to take charge of it instead. Yes, precisely. And you're planning on borrowing the money needed for the textiles from the Lombardy Bank. Yes, if brazen possible. I'd like to request a large sum of money too. Huh, what more is there to discuss? Isn't this truly an amazing deal, Father? Oil, you won't need to worry about me repaying you. I rotten anginas. Owner of the delay company tilde haha underscore swear upon the name of family to uphold end of the bargain. Anginas, you may hail from the Empress family, but you can only be so arrogant IAPHHWV. Who would dare to charge you additional fees like a creditor unless they were trying to agonize the imperial family? In the end they're leaving all the work and the expenses to the Lombards, while they reap the benefits. Glance. In that case, if their business fails, the Lombards will have to take full responsibility for the resulting aftermath. There is no way Lord Rule would take on such a pathetic deal. Will tape be leaving this in your hands? Viewed, go ahead with it and ensure that you make no mistakes, Lord. Yes, you can trust me, Father Sir Rotten. Please come this way. Now we can discuss the details in sitting room hastily. What is going on? Hold on a second, freeze. Let us inspect the goods before anything else. There is a proper procedure that must be followed for any business deal. We cannot bargain without knowing exactly what goods we're dealing with. Oh, he's just one of our servants. Don't pay him any attention, Sir Rotten. And you're only in wave charge of taking care of the kids. How dare you to interfere in our business? Beat it. If this deal goes well, the agent's family will be indebted to me. Gulp. I don't care how money it'll cost me, since wealth will naturally come to me as long as I accumulate enough power. Their debt will soon become a golden lifeline that's allow me to get one step closer to the power of the imperial family. Inspecting the goods. I don't think that would be too much to ask. What do you think, Sir Rotten? Father, Twitch, we can do that. Keys. There are a few textile samples I left in the warehouse in the capital, so we'll stop next time with those in hands, Sir Rotten. I'm Sir Rotten. I'm completely ashamed. OBVA frantic. Not it's fine. Lord Rule himself wishes to see it done, so the least I can do is follow through with his request, Sooty. But still, that Moroni, he's practically begging at his knees for a guest who came to borrow our money and workforce. Tyrone throb. Plop. Then we'll see ourselves out. Father, how did such a pathetic son come from Lord Rule himself? Fuck. Lord, this is a ridiculous bargain. Please, I implore you to reconsider. If this deal was presented to us, Channel, what would you have thought of it? Lady Channel would never have approached us with such a foolish music nest plan in the first place. That's true, but you still would have pondered whether there was truly so meeting worth pursuing. We're in a difficult situation. One of them is too extreme, the other is too thoughtless. And the last one is so weak-hearted that he doesn't attempt to do anything. Out of all of them, Channel is the most suitable as the heir, but I don't trust her spouse. Lead. He seems to be treating Channel well, so I've only been observing him from afar. It's against the rules for me to interfere in their fight for the right to inheritance, so every one of them has a fair chance to compete. The least I can do is observe what children are attempting to do. Consider this another one of tests. A test for agents and viewed. I mean, you seem to have high expectations for Lady Florentia just a while ago. It's true that she's clever, but we haven't discovered the extent of her talents yet. And on top of that, she's extremely young. So we'll just observe her for now. Step. After all, that girl has only just started to be Eva lusted for her skills. Sal. Boom. Gulp. Is this the right place? I'm sure it is. Sex reach. Besides, if it into, I can just turn back. Okay, Bright. Fa jerk bell sack, matron and Gillies. Florentia? And even Lausanne. How did you what? Me no. Hey, are you here? What do you mean I'm here to take lesson? You liar, you're supposed to be taking lessons with me, Eb. Yeah, because grandfather let me yell. A liar, how dare yet a girl like you. What's the point of arguing with the kids, aka taphived? Florentia underscore you're here. What do these two want now? Tilde Pitbull. Gillies matron. They never showed any interest in me in past life. Are they suddenly acting like this? Florentia. I heard that you beat up Bells, and you won Tremble. Oz. Something must have gone terribly wrong. Just you wait and see. I'll tell father and tour how you win. What's your hit him with Hana? What's happening? Earth Viatong on right icicle. SFX. Creek. Oh, everyone's here. Alright then, please take your seats. Our lesson will shortly begin. Alright then, everyone please take your seats. Our lesson will begin shortly. Ogle. It's great that our lesson started without much trouble. But are these two sticking to me like glue? Evil. Gillies and matron guides say. The twin sons of Ant Channel. In past life they showed absolutely no interest in me. Actually forget interest, they always deliberately ignored existence and didn't even glance way when Bells or Tatalu would hit me, but are they behaving like this now? This feels so awkward, I'm going to die. Coach Tilda. We'll be learning about the basics of business today. Generally speaking, the first piece of academic writing that is discussed when we talk about the definition of business is, well, I can say for sure that there are a couple of things that went just as I expected. Such as, snore few snore I go Yorks. Bell sack, that little shit. Every time he acted out line I'd always wondered if he was bullshitting through his lessons. Who knew it was really true of Abel? Something's off, thought Van. There's just no way that instructor Kalian can't hear him snoring. Does. Isn't he saying anything? He's not even trying to wake him up whole. He smiled, but he never insists or encourages any of us to engage or be enthusiastic about the lesson. But once class is over, all of this will be reported to Lord Lulak. Good, in that case I should act as obvious as I can. I'm super focused on your lecture, instructor. Dare me, Ike. Nag. Alright, our lesson today ends here, Gun. And I'll be giving you all a special assignment for homework. A homework assignment. Yes, I'll give you until next week's lesson to finish it. The topic is Ma. This. A log. This has quick regrowth properties and is strong and very lightweight, which is it being a treasured piece of wood that's used far and wide throughout the continent. Your assignment is to sell this log and bring back what you earned. You can use whatever means necessary to sell it. Ski. That means you can cut and split open the log, or even set the on fire if needed. Milker. However, you cannot force a transaction pulling your rank. The only mandatory condition is that this goes to someone who truly needs it. Oh come on, these brats, I can already tell what they had in mind for this assignment. Mum. Yes, Miss Lausanne. What is your question? Hesitant. You see that log? Do we have to carry it ourselves? Not the one we have here is just a sample. Your own should have been already delivered to your rooms. Oh, geez, I cannot believe she came out of the same womb as Belsac. So cute. I don't want to. Do I have to do something like that? Touching money directly is such a vulgar thing to do. We can just order our servants to sell our things. Haas. Cyril has definitely given him the mindset of a high and mighty noble. Everyone knows that desiring wealth is unbecoming of a proper noble. But those are now words of the past. Nowadays, even if you're a noble, you're powerless without money. That's even the agent's family established the Duran Company. But Bells and his mother are still spouting such carefree nonsense. In that case I have no choice but to fail you for this assignment. Fail? Would I have failed the assignment? Well, that is because there's no other alternative. Your assignment is to sell an object and bring back the earnings, but since you refuse to do it, I can only conclude that you failed the assignment. Then just change the assignment altogether. The problem is that it's messed up to begin with. You may keep the earnings from this assignment, and the individual that manages to earn the most money will receive a special prize from me. OK's Marcus. I sincerely hope everyone will their best. U_cream, BVE. Sig, that dold is so uncultured. What's he even useful for? Lo. Not, I shouldn't be concerned about that bastard right now. Let me focus on the assignment instead. Florentia. You're not leaving, we're going first. Okay. It may seem simple at first, but it's not an easy task. It's obvious that you'd only get a few coins if you tried to sell it as it is. You'd have to refine it in some form in order to increase its worth. Something that can be used despite being made of woods. Crude tableware, small furniture, or even a picture frame might be possible with a little handiwork. But their worth is usually proper thrown to the value of the hardwood they originated from. The log may have many uses, but it isn't a rare or precious piece of lumber. On top of that, since I don't have the proper skills to craft things from woods, I'll have to consider the amount I'll have to pay to hire someone. If I'm not careful, the production costs might end up being more expensive than the value of final product. In that case, I'd be losing money instead. What should I be making? A tree. That's it, a tree. Instructor Kalian. Thank you so much for today lesson Sin Bowl. I'll make sure to work hard on assignment ta. Avenue considering how pumped up she seems I assume she's already found a solution. I'm curious to find out what she'll present next class. The one person who can give the more value than any other. That person is currently at the Lombardi estate. Wait, Lily's dad, I burst. Okay dear till did your lesson bounce well Tan? It was so much fun. Dad are you busy right now eh? Not at all how could anything be moped important than you stare shift? Address that. Tia Blinko Ava. I actually wanted to ask you a favor. Could you draw me something smile? Oh, a drawing what should I draw for you a flower a tree or cute animal I want a drawing of? Grandmother's face. Tilt grandmother's face. We already have a portrait of her don't we do you wanna go see it with me oh shoot stiff. But her clothes are so fancy in her portrait and her face looks too stiff hastily equals flap. I want to see grandmother smiling mope comfortably after all she's your mom I'm curious to see how. You remember her dad? Mother. I'm not sure it's been so long since Give last seen her, so memory might fail me but. Scratch. She was a very warm person scratch underscore. Scratch. Here I'm not quite sure if I drew it well enough. This person is grandmother scratch. Dad I'm going to go play outside for bit twirl huh. I'll be back soon anxious. Tia dear Obe be careful to don't fall. La geez dad how old do you think I am I won't fall I swear you. Worry too much about everything. Flop roll KNXTQCO. Does he have psychic abilities to see the future ya tremble underscore Oz. Come to think of it I went straight to death after tripping on the streets in past life oh and Pat. Should be more careful from now on. That being said glance yoke. Am I finally here yet I'm currently in a village in the outskirts of the Lombardi estate where specialized employees live. Unlike household servants who live in the manor and have their own assigned rooms these workers live outside the manor and craft personal goods for the Lombards. The Lombards themselves personally created this village for permanent employees and their families to reside in. Where's the man I'm looking for alone Talai? Should I stop others to ask for whereabouts throb his wait since when did hand get all scratched up? I should look for a place to clean it if I leave it be. And it gets infected I'll be worried again I wonder if search there's a well hear him. Oh, there it is. Ma, you it's too deep I don't think I can pull up water with height. Step lean. Hey grab. What's you doing swing? Oh, thank. Didn't your parents teach you that it's dangerous to play the wello gold? Alpha Gene underscore? Alpha Gene's a talented sculptor who only found his true path in life after the late age of. Originally a carpenter he was eternally grateful that the Lombards later recognized his talents as a sculptor and as such he dedicated his first work to the Lombardi family stuckwood race. Goodness a person made this with his own hands murmur such a grand and exquisite sculpture. The amount of effort put into the details is truly extraordinary to think such a talented craftsman was among us all along one. It was a masterpiece among masterpieces the world tree the crest of the Lombardi family made. Intricately connecting dozens of trees together in an ornate fashion. With this single work of art alone Alpha was able to make his name widely known throughout the entire empire as a gifted artisan but who would have thought that I would be able to meet him so easily y'all lower. Now don't cause too much trouble and play somewhere else where it's safer. You think you come to think of it don't think Give seen you around. Oh, yeah name is Florentia. Fire underscore Tia? Till E. Wait a second her hair and skin are immaculate. And she's sparkle covered head to toe in luxurious clothes. Demon tell me gape. I'm sorry for making a fuss bow him so sorry lady I didn't recognize you. Lift. You don't have to apologize I was in the wrong just now but anyway more importantly. Are you Alpheus out what yes'm but puzzled how do you know name? Give heard that you're perfect at making sculptures. Well. Underscore for now all Edo is sculpted children toys out of wood and sell them blush you flustered not of. Course I'm not that good at it Ka. If you're making money from your sculptures then I'd say you're already a professional. After all others pay you for your goods because they see true value in them right? I'd like to ask you Alpheus. If you had a drawing to reference to do you think you could sculpt a person's face too? If you had a drawing to reference to, do you think you could sculpt a person's face too? Well, the thing is, sculpting human faces is still a bit a challenge for me of crap, is that too much to ask with his current level of experience? Give tried fainting faces before, thought bright. Oh, that's a relief to hear. But, what now? Is it because you think I'll take you a long time? Instructor Kalian gave us just a little over a week to complete our assignment. If Alpha can't finish it in that time, I'll have to something else. Fortunately, I'm on break starting tomorrow, so I think he'll be able to finish it in about 4 days. I swear this guy is playing mind games with Meiji. See that perfectly fine of Ha had. Nara, before I say anything that might make things worse, I better just commission him, and here's your reference for the drawing place. I'm counting on you. It's meant to be a gift, you know. Sparkle tight. Oh, and I'll make sure to pay you, so don't worry about that, you nylon knot. So what do you mean you'll pay me? You shouldn't recoil. Not your wood crafting skills are a result of your hard work. It's only right that I reward you for it, kkk. After all, I'm a Lombardi and all of us pride ourselves for dealing fair transactions. So please accept payment, Alpheus. It's your right to claim it. Tight and I will best then. Good, one last thing, ahem. They'll be using underscore. Could you come pick it up yourself? It's a little heavy for me to carry alone. Sure, awkward. Tia burst. Till, let's play. Come play with us. Tight way clingy rub. Do you want to play hide and seek or a game of tag? What do you want to do? I'm busy, I can't play with you guys. Liar, you're not busy at all. You only read books all day. Nag, you're so mean, Tia. Keep this up and I won't ever play with you guys again. Whine what? Not. Ta lift. Then let's make promise. I'm really busy right now, so I'll play with you guys later when I have a little bit more free time. Really, you promise? Yeah, do you want to me? Pinky promise. Bye. Ask Olga. Sigh, I have a sneaking suspicion that they'll come for me again tomorrow anyway. The past day's dementia. Give got look, it's cute late cute snaker pillar. Ox found her meters and fruit came running. Mina over work eat pep per 2 interrupted her meals. Choked oh food that where are going away eating carrots bell key away. Florentia? Don't come play, kept begging her to play drag underscore Oz all day etc underscore. Play. So strange thought, are those two obsessed with me? Tilt arch. In past life not only did they have no interest in me, but they also cut all ties with the Lombards and took on their father's last name Schultz after Aunt Channel had divorced him. Speaking of which, did Aunt Channel divorce Bestial Schultz anyway? From what I recall, he even abandoned his own surname because he loved Channel so much. Sex burst. Tia. Come look at this. Give finally finished new book. Wow tilde. Playing nice. What kind of book did you write this time? Show me. I wrote one you'll absolutely love. Do you want to read it with me? Oof. Yes. In the past, Dad wrote several books just like this. He never pursued higher education at the academy or actively participated in any academic activities. So the books he wrote served no other purpose than filling up the bookshelves at home. But regardless of what he had achieved, he seemed to be truly happy with what he had. What did he write anyway? Blink. Dedicated to lovely daughter Tia to prepare for when she'll get he first debutante dress day. Kiss. I wrote this book so I could give it to you when you finally turned old enough to wear these dresses. This book doesn't go into specific details, but it'll still tell you what kinds of dresses have been popular in the Lambert Empire throughout the generations. Trends always tend to circulate over time, so I'm sure it'll be useful. Burn Jail Allen. Normally picking out a debutante dress hurrah is the responsibility of the mother, but for you Tia, I'll be taking care of it, don't worry, okay? Oil. In past life I wasn't even able to hold own debutante. After father passed away I might as well have been invisible. None of the nobles would ever send me invitations, and at the time I was more focused on getting work done for the Lombards instead of planning debut in high society. The time I'd found own place within family, the rooms I'd shared with father had long since been emptied and I no longer had father's books in possession. I have no doubt that he wrote this book for me in past life too, hoping that one day he'd be able to choose a dress for me. Dad, you have to be the one to choose a dress for me in the future, okay? Mo. Of course. Well, read through this book together and study all our options before making our decision. Yes, we sure will. I hope that this time he'll be able to see me at own debutante. And that I'll walk with him hand in hand in the dress he personally chose for me. In order to make it a reality I clip clop, clip clop. Oh, they're here. Dad, I want to go for a walk outside in the garden right now. Sparkle was tight. What now, night? You want to go like this? Yes, hurry, I really want to get. Tish, and walk more slowly, you'll fall over. It's time for me to pave the road for father. Move the tarp up. What's the material of this cloth? How well, see, we're woven together using truck threads. Are they Cory _? It's a type of fabric that's traditionally used in the South. Sir Rotten here acquired them for us. Step. You acted all high and mighty earlier, but it seems like you don't know all that much either. Swing. Shaka, it's totally understandable that he did not recognize its stroke. This may be one of our traditional fabrics, but it's only used in the South, so it's not well known elsewhere. But new things are always bound to attract attention. I'm sure it'll be a worthwhile investment. Is that what you think? It's a shoddy business and their products are hardly worth selling. The Empress must have started this business to generate funds to use for bribery. To think this was the best she could come up with. Viewed that brat must have gotten all worked up at the thought of becoming closer with the Empress without even considering whether the business would be successful or not. If it fails, not only will he have to take responsibility for it, but he'll also have to face the wrath of the Empress. Viewed this business. There's so much cloth here. Ivy. Florentia? Ah, grandfather. Ahem. We adults are talking business, so somewhere else in place. Shoot, wow, I thought I heard your voice. It really was you. Ho, chop chop. Did you come here because you heard me tremble _Ozza? Yes, I was out on a walk with Dad. I heard the instructor's voice as well. So Vine. What's all this anyway? There's so much of the same fabric here in one place. This is corny, a fabric made from a type of grass. We were in the middle of discussing whether we could sell this and make a profitable business. Oh, I lift. Profitable. This is bound to fail. In the past, the Lombards who had agreed to this business plan all too quickly without knowing of the product's qualities ended up wasting a great amount of money without gaining any profit. As a result, they suffered a huge monetary loss and became the laughingstock in the business field for a long while. I want to touch it, tool. It's dangerous to lean over like that, Florentia. But even if I pointed out all the flaws in their business plan, no one would listen to a kid like me. The only person who can step in is Grab Haas. Ha, Tishan, you can't just run off like that. Pants. Father. Dad, grandfather says he's to sell all this fabric. Naval gas. I'm so sorry, father, and you too. Brother. Come AOW. Tilda Tia, we shouldn't be interrupting their discussion, don't we? Somewhere else. But Dad, look at this. Apparently this is corny fabric made of grass. How can you make fabric from grass? It's so fascinating. Corny. Oh, so this is cloth made of corny. This is the first time I've ever seen it in person, just as I've readied. It's so coarse. Ahem. Oh, I apologize, I was so mesmerized to see something I've only heard of in books. Tishan, we should now press not. Nah, we can't leave like this. Great plan to give Dad an opportunity to prove himself. Is told us mope about what you know, Callahan. EP. Hesitant. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know much else about it either, father. The only other thing I know is that around 100 years ago a small region of the empire once used cloth made of corny scratch. Awkward. It was incredibly easy to make, and the raw materials could be easily procured, so it was a type of fabric that commoners often used. To shock. Hold on, did you just say commoners? Do you really think this is cloth used mere commoners? Step. I'm sorry, why yes. I mean, as you can see, the texture is very rough, so it wouldn't be suitable to make clothes for. Nobles. Step. That can't be true. The one who told me about this fabric said that commoners and nobles alike would make use of it often, but even if you grab say that not boo tonight, how would we make any sort of profit with commoners as our main source of revenue? Didn't Sunpiece say that you acquired this fabric all yourself? Well, how, I might as well have done it myself, considering a very well-informed person got it for me instead. Live Sarah. It seems you've been scammed. That so-called well-informed person urged tremble. #ehabi. The thing is, there's another great disadvantage of using corny other than its texture. Once it's been woven together it only lasts for a short amount of time. Lash, just as I had lift thought. I heard these natural fibers are quite vulnerable to humidity. It seems like all of it has been ruined the recent downpour of rain. What? How could this be? He must feel completely defeated. I don't think he has another alternative. Corny is a common type of grass, so you'll see it all over our lands as well if you manage to procure the raw materials from nearby. You should be able to produce another batch very quickly. Iris. That's so. Yes, also this is just personal suggestion, but if you're planning to market your products to nobles, don't you mix in some cotton flannel when manufacturing the fabric? Cotton flannel. Pesto, be honest, Corny isn't that terrible of a material. After all, it's very lightweight and isn't stuffy to wear. In addition, since gathering the materials needed is fairly simple, you can cut back on the pro-auction costs quite a bit. Oh nod. If you invest your money into cotton flannel instead and use it to manufacture the fabric, you should be able to create a new cloth that's smooth to the touch and is comfortable to wear. But mixing cotton flannel into fabric requires a high level of skills. You'll have to find professional weavers who meet those standards. Weavers __. Fortunately, Lombardy has a guild of skilled weavers, so we have the workers necessary for the job. But in addition to covering the costs for the development and research of your new fabric, you'll need to split a portion of your profit to pay your workers based on their level of contribution. How much do you think I should set aside, Whisper, considering the average lady and skill of our workers? I'd say, well, we should get going now. Lift Tia, say goodbye. Sneak to both your uncle and grandfather. I kill. What is he doing? He did all the work for them, and now he just wants to get. I can't believe him. Callahan, I want you to personally oversee this business. Father? Single quote. I believe Sir Rodden needs an advisor who know editable about this subject. What do you think? You're absolutely Lord Bright Smile right. Need all the information I can about our products. I'd feel very confident if someone as well informed as Lord Callahan offered to help me with new business. Since this involves the Lombards, I will help you to the best of ability as well, Lord Callahan. But I'm not that good with Basin. Dad, are you going to help that man? We really can't afford to lose this opportunity. You're so cool. Blush, surrender. Alright then, should we head in and rewrite our business con? Tremble track. Lord Callahan, please come this way. A VA. Argue turn. We did it. Dad should be able to use his knowledge to fill in the gaps in Crofter's plan. After that we're set. No one but a fool would dare to stand in the way of a business that has been established. The agents and the Lombardy families. Peace is only receiving attention from the other nobles because he's the eldest son and because Dad and Lors have no publicity of their own. That's Peace would always attend the banquet at the Imperial Palace as our family's representative. But the true Lombardy heir will be chosen through a strict competition. If this business becomes a huge success, Father, and I might actually be invited to the Imperial banquet for once. Besides, there's someone I have to meet up with as soon as possible, namely being the Prince Perez Brescia Corelli, and he's at the Imperial Palace. Tilda, Emily, you're done. It was really hard. Not it was what you asked me to do. Can I take a look? Yes, feel free. Cadiz. Media. There's something I need to fix. A knot in eyes. It's perfect. Thank you very much. Not thank you for giving me the chance. And you trusted me. Actually, I had a lot of worries. I'm a carpenter in family. I was wondering if it was really alright for me to spend time on sculpture. But after I got the job from Lady, I realized while working on it, sculpture is fun to quiz at Izzy T. Right now I'm going to succeed Father as a carpenter, but I will do sculptures during breaks. Cat D. Then maybe one day I'll really become a sculptor. Thank you, Eli. Lady. What you said about sculpture, that it's worth if it was a great help to me. Has been troubled past life. What isn't that this is the too much. L. Promised pay each silver. Itrout for Alfioasa at Urenuersburg B was constantly working on Risa's Dariasholdi walked Seant at WHS. Wrath after guard succeeded. HB Wasevengen THB Kernam John, which means Bowie by THB Emperor Bimazisti. HB Wasaili reborn as Swalfio John. You know also. You don't want to sculpt only on holidays, right? Dining what? If you can, you wanna do it every day, right? From now on you won't have enough time to learn carpentry. Mix the evergreen forest that viewer destroyed in past life. Accept the symbolism tree given the emperor. It was very meaningful to grandfather. Grandmother who hated the dead leaves dizzy as she enjoyed taking a walk with grandfather along the trail of evergreen forest, Maine. Even after she died, grandfather was repeating the same routine every day even until he lost his eyesight. Even when the legs no longer listened to him, he kept doing it. Grandpa Florentia, what are you doing here, VA? Give been waiting for you because I have something for you. You got something for me? Yes, quickly. Sweetheart, you're going to fall. What is this ad? Ted, Natalia. It's a present from me, Grandpa. Dad drew a picture of grandmother. I asked friend to carve with it. This. Grandfather lost his sight in his later year. Because of that he was sad that he couldn't see grandmother in the portrait anymore did. But if it's a statue, even if you lose your sight of old age in the future, you will still be able to fumble with your fingertips to draw grandmother's portrait. This is a gift for me. Yes, do you like it? I like it very much, but isn't a gift has no price. You recognized right away that it's our homework. Did present please, grandfather. Yes, have a lot of happy memories with Natalia at that time. Whenever I look at this statue I will be very happy. Then that's enough. If grandfather is happy, I'm happy too. I dizzy semi. The prominence in the class can be revealed at any time. In fact, the purpose of the class itself is not an evaluation to elect the next major shareholder. It's not a losing IDZT business if you can score points from grandfather. Della, but it's impolite to just get such a nice gift, Yates. I hope I'm not becoming a shameless person. Is there anything you want? What I want? It's not wrong to ask for money for the assignment here. What I want is, then grandfather. Friend who carved this statue, his name is also a credit for introducing hidden geniuses to grandfather who values talent above everything else. IDZTX. You can't go wrong with that. Now shall we take a look at the results of the task prior D. Sir, release, you didn't do it. What about you two? We sold it to a servant, we got caught. That's fine. How about you, Miss Lara? I that it was made into charcoal and I sold it to a blacksmith shop. I had to pay some money to the servants who helped me with it. Solely made copper coins. That's great. You made use of the wood, turning it into charcoal and traded it with a place that needed. If it's a good judgment digit, I'm awe of. Thank you, yo. This is unexpected. Lara, who always seemed quiet and timid, has that kind of behavior. And finally, Florentia. Did you finish the task? Yes. Did best teacher. Then where's the money? Over here. I got the log carved and gave it as a gift. The recipient was very happy and gave me this emerald brooch. Of course I paid a reasonable compensation to the person in charge of the sculpture. Vino. You're lying. Who would give such jewelry for a piece of woods? You're lying. Bringing uncle's stuff. Aren't you? The recipient of the sculpture is grandfather, so you can confirm it with him. Velez as you. Yucatan Humbleband Lokex right Analenduplig Andi GLKBMY Mothera Ver. Keep Feelagub. You were pushed back with B person. You were mocking. How does Suil Tum Derwedo Beverihig you beloved was your SP. Is just begun. That's all for the class today. WAAF tilde tilde. Lara. Florentia, you did a great job on today's assignment. What not? Florentia was better mini than me. The brooch is really nice. You did the same. Lara's answer is the core of commerce. Are you always reading books? I think Lara really likes studying. That's awesome. Ah. Dizzy D, thank you. Telesale's sister is Lara. In previous life, as soon as she became an adult, she was arranged the empress to be married to an aristocrat with a huge age. Dicey scene. Harassment brother husband and THBSERVANUSWO were but different. Her families together with me. Fauharignorig her. Lara gradually dried up. After withered away along at her husband's estate car from Lombardy and returned. Woe tried Sienna. Say GSHB didn't want LBAV Lombard B. That was last memory. Lara that, at old remember. At that time I thought she was just a delicate and weak flower. Was wrong. Lara is much wiser than Release and the twins. If you don't mind, can we be friends from now on? This is second class, so I hope Lara can help me a lot from now on. As if you grow up well, your talent will be useful to Lombardi. Sochi won't let you go in vain in this life. Fact. Okay, I'm sorry I'm late. Ah, father, was I heard that the meeting with the Lombardi bank manager is getting longer. What a lucky fellow. Okay, I'll be more careful next time, older brother. Come to think of, if it's hard to see your face these days, are you still busy? Well, that ox, I mean, I'm you doing some work that father asked me to do, even if it's just some work. It's giving me a couple of problems, Rios. Father entrusted you with work. Aha, that's it. I heard that apparently you stole older brother's business. Laurels, are you kidding me? Pardon, not, it's not like that. I wouldn't dare, would I? Yeah, I'll tell you now that we were talking about it. Callahan, you seem proud just because you've done a great job once. It was just a fluke, so it's not going to happen again. Enjoy it while you can. I'm so sorry about what happened, Brother D, but I didn't mean to do this either. If you want to, you can do this again. You want me to take back own business? How dare you? Galahad, are you mocking me, older brother? Stop. Older sister. You're making too much fuss. Viewed father is coming soon. Are you going to keep acting like this? Dies deck on. Damn it, at way. Older brother, where are you going? Looking at this guy makes me feel sick in stomach. I'm going to get some fresh air. Let's together, brother. Yo, aka. Thank you, older sister. I just don't like loud noises. But I lived thanks to you, sight. You're still a coward. Like a squirrel, pardon. It gets frightened the smallest thing and runs away. It hides inside its den and never fight. Ha. But Callahan, you can't protect anything running away and hiding. Apparently your daughter is quite bright. We easy, a lion can't come out of a coward, so what should be done? Eli, I'm worried your weakness might ruin the child Jedi. Here we gotta. The rules are the same. Don't leave the main building. It's a foul when it's dangerous, or if it's somewhere that I can't see it all. Okay. Yes, I. Then I'll count to 100 from now on. Heidel Proda tilde 1 2. 10 11 Bo legs feel better now. Sight, it's nice to be quiet. I'll just sit at somewhere comfortable and find them later. Who is it? Normally the servants won't come this way at this time. Had the child, did he get lost? Hey, you come this way. You can't. Ina ia. Okay, Yob. Let's pretend we didn't see anything. Let's go find the twins instead. You there, did. You piece of crap. Huh. I'll give you a chance to serve me. We Zen, come here and show me around. What the hell is he doing? There's guy named Callahan. Yes, your majesty, he's very knowledgeable. He's Lombardi's third son. He's little timid, but he's much better than his brother. Viewed. He's better than his brother. Oh god, I made a slip of the tongue. Underscore. That's interesting. Majesty, I mean, it's lol, isn't that interesting? The original law of the empire were based on the oldest son inheriting the family, and yet Lombardy encourages your competition for succession. And the other noble families followed them. And apparently son has younger brother with red eyes like this. Rose. It at RUDB. You told me that viewed the oldest son has a son and a daughter, right? Does Callahan have children? What? Oh yes, he does. He have a daughter called Florentia who is about to turn 8. I saw her once and she was gorgeous. 8, that's not bad. We dizzy just in time today. Astana went to Lombardy to meet viewer's son. I'll ask him about her when he gets back. I mean, won't it be nice for him to have a female friend? Plug Jack. First of all, let's start from picking up the hat and then guide me to the front of the mansion. B. Wow, I don't want to. This is terrible. Lucky. Yes, hurry up. What nail? I said not. If you're lost, I'll show you around, but pick up your hat yourself. You are much closer to the hat in the first place, so should do that for you. Now that I see it, it seems that you don't understand. If you go and pick it up now, you're going to live, you ugly bastard. Where did this guy come from? Bad luck to bad language. I don't like it. If you had gone at this time, I would have brought it. When you compare him, he's the same as Release. D. For a moment, if you think about it, that hair color, the color of his eyes, they're an unusual. Prince. Prince, where are you? Dimitri. Don't tell me. Release's best friend, the one who ruined family. Now you know who I'm, right? Art Prince Astana Namab. Surely. Now bow to me and apologize for your previous rudeness and fulfill orders faithfully. What, you want me to do that because you're a prince? I as a Lombardi don't have to keep pace with such childish behavior. Don't know about that he. What I said don't know. You I'm sure how your hat is rolling again oh. Can't you hear me to pick it up right away __ Ted too. You know, you shouldn't pay have thrown it away in the first place if you wanted to get it back. No matter what you say I won't pick it up I'm not your servant. How dare you ignore me dies D. Where are you going come back here right now it's an order D hell. Dick how dare you ignore me I'll kill you when I caught you a cocoa olive. Prince oh god you're here. Lombardi's mansion is complicated you shouldn't walk around yourself. Moron. Where are the knights they are dining D outside the tell them to come in gate. B but, Prince the Lombards rules nanny. Everything in the empire belongs to the emperor and I am the one who will succeed him. Boat. So what the hell is Lombardy do have to follow their rules? If you understand bring the knights now. No matter what you say I won't pick it up I'm not your servant how dare you ignore me. You'll see when the knights come. Hey this is so lame yes well tell. Digit Florentia found us so quickly that's right did you secretly watch us hide D that's right. Nice Kai. Okay then let's do it again this is all because of the first Prince oh. I couldn't do anything else to avoid him so I quickly looked for the twins instead. This time we won't go out to the garden we will only hide inside the first floor of the main building there are a lot of places to hide here too right? Yes good wet. Perhaps the garden outside, but the first prince would never enter the main building of the mansion. Now then I'll count to 100 here. Different from the servants pal. Old those aren't Lombardy knights uniforms. They must be playing hide and seek too they are even looking under the table. The main building of the mansion is the home of the Lombardy bloodline. And yet they are searching at this place without Lombardy's permission while being armed. Don't tell me. Prig Wyatt you at Razy bastard Wyatt you just us imperial knights in mansion. Eat. How dare you ignore me. IWSD Blombardy's Mansima member at PTH Burial Falls Way. EZWWDYW can't accompanied armed imperial. It clears what long-standing pledge means. THB2 Tamlays ARBN at Just Chargeb at P Theroer Sunwil but TBR Baso Mualimolabel Banalian CB that. Must BB Mywind for THBC URVWALTH Bamer B Macaroni Silly O. We first prince this year's broke pledge. All. Run. Tishan what's going on? Don't have time to explain just run all the way to grandfather's office. They are adults and we are kids we can't outrun them Heidi Zaidi I. As long as he pretends to be ignorant it will be troublesome in some way if we were caught aka. But it's different if we reached grandfather's office no matter how powerful they are they won't be able to go all the way there. It will be safe up to that point. Yeah. Wow, we're seeing each other again zap you he's really a lunatic isn't he? Even the emperor has to watch his behavior when he's in Lombardy's mansion and yet this little prince who isn't a crown prince is doing something like this. Where's all the insolence that dared to disobey me do you finally understand D then? Boil her. If you kneel down and beg me you'll live ya. Who are you should Tia get on her knees or? These two took. Get rid of them. Don't touch these kids you know the pledge between Lombardy and the imperial family's right. Inside Lombardy's mansion you dare to touch Lombardy's descendants and still be safe from it. What should do really have to get on knees Otis? You're alive right now you're not supposed to die like this. What is it we did D do you think crying will solve anything? Yes right, it's going to work yeah. What's with that look are you going to destroy me again when D? What are you doing in Lombardy? HB'd _ it's you. D get out of the way. D. Mother. Dizzy Ed. Are both of you okay any injuries it's okay Tia protect Digit Ed us. That bad guy was asking Tia to kneel down. Okay. Thank you very much Tia you must have been surprised vile. Ninin I'm fine. That's very respectable Callahan raised you well. In compared son. I was informed about the visit but I didn't expect something like this to happen Prince. Not okay D. She's acting right now the price learn about April at MSB between Lombardy and Imperial families. Give heard of an old story. There's a land in this empire where the Imperial's knights aren't allowed to enter no way father. would allow such a ridiculous rule to be made not novices. The ancestor of the emperor the first emperor romantic Corelli. It was a pledge made between him and Box Lombardi, the head of the Lombardi family back then. How can you mention father's name? All of you got. The prince's teaching is insufficient, he can't tell right from wrong, how can he get carried away like this? Sorry. Okay, oh Jedi. Wow, he's being dismissed as ignorant in the public. You know this is enough to protest against the imperial family, but I'll think of it as a mistake. For this one time, since the prince is still young. In front of anyone, even in the face of the imperial power, he does not bow his head. This is Lombardi. It's all because she ignored me in the first place. She mocked me, refusing order to pick up hate D. Let's stop this. It's not good for the prince if his majesty finds out about this. Deck. These useless things say. Fine, let's go. Don't want to be in this place anymore. Hey, come on, that's it. Florentia. Ah, dips, I am going to get into trouble. I acted rashly. I even read the twins in danger. Eli barely won grandfather's favor. Yes, grandpa, dip lease do say. A jar. Jazz. Florentia. Any other websites will use not to take them, but will only read comments written on. Tattoo. What am I going to do? Thought finally won grandfather's _. Kid. Well done, Florentia. You don't have to listen to the prince's order. Remember, a Lombardi should act like a Lombardi in front of others. Octu. I'm going to the office now. You take care of Florentia and the children. Yes, father, come here. Florentia, you must have been surprised. Let's go back to your place. Yes, auntie. Did just get complex rented. Behavior was. A Lombardi. Back. How's Florentia? She's in deep sleep, as no matter how strong she is, a child is still a child. It is praiseworthy to be able to stand up against such a thing. No matter how young the prince is, he can't enter the main building without permission. First lay the child on the sofa. Yes, lady. Channel. Tia. Ah, older sister, are you trying to wake her up? You must be working. Okay, yes. Originally wanted to bring the child to you, but now that we've come to this, let's talk. Eyes, sister. I can tell that you're overwhelmed with all of a sudden responsibilities. But Callahan, Florentia is still young. She's at the age where she needs care. Are you aware that as a father recently you've been neglecting her? Didn't think well. Even now, don't tell you're going to quit your job and focus only on Florentia now. Are you? That, how? What a vulnerable guy. True that you were born and raised in Lombardy. But let me ask you just one question. How long do you think father will stay healthy? Callahan. Sister, that's peace is greedy. Like okay. No, if you're going to remain lying low like you are now, you might be able to live in peace for the moment. But Callahan, when Father's strength weakens, what do you think will happen? This is the only thing can do right now. Won't you feel sorry for your daughter who was humiliated, or do you think it would interfere with viewed who purposely to get closer to the emperor? Fortunately, you are smart. Your appearance is also well liked. If you could be a little more aggressive, it won't be hard for you to deal with others. While father is still holding out, build your strength. And since you'll be away from home starting tomorrow, send Florence Tia to me. Don't have much work unlike you, so it's not hard to look after another child. Thank you, sister. Job. Well, I'm the child's aunt. Dial. I'm sorry, Tia had I thought was loving you as much as could along with your mother's share. Was apparent that's not enough. Zeus Taco, I promise Tia I'll protect you no matter what. You didn't listen to me. Prince. I'm sure I told you to be careful when you visit Lombardy. I'm sorry, mother. Soon the prince should give a gift as a sign of apology to the Lombardy. What but? Okay, yes, mother, it was very humiliating today, wasn't it? As it was what made the prince feel so humiliated. Well, I'm the crown prince and I'm going to rule the empire in the future, but they acted as if they were the masters of this empire, right? Lombardy family is like that. They have lost their respect towards the imperial family. They believe only in that meager amount of money. Respect, yeah. So don't ever forget what happened today, prince, and that child Florentia. She'll regret for being rude to the prince. It'll make them happen at all costs. That's you only need to listen to me. As mother. Back. Here's the male lead from the prologue chapter because got tired of waiting. Love the Antly the child's aunt. Is class Tia. And there's an assignment for today digit 10. It's not that difficult, of course it won't be very easy to, depends on the person. Doesn't this sound like hot iced team? You have time until the next class. What's the most valuable property to a merchant? Think of the answer to this question. Isn't that obviously money? Then that will be the answer from silly A. Well, let's discuss more about it in the next class. Tia, aren't you leaving? Oh wait a minute, I'm going to straighten cushion. Come on, leave that to the servant. Yeah, are you doing it? You guys, that's because of previous life wasn't as good. Come to think of it, release isn't here today. Thanks to that, today's class was more pleasant without his snoring. Release followed father to a meeting. Not oh, Lardner, till I'm going to change to Larini from this chapter. You're really pretty today, like a fairy. Lardner, hello Florentia. There you got Florentia, what is your favorite color? Yes, red. I see, thank you, see you again next time. Well yes. What is it doing, you ask me about famous right color, and I see Tia likes red. Oh, red tool. Mike, no. They said that, don't know, what are they thinking about really? I think no. Yes, it's your birthday soon. Moi. I was about to ask father about it. Tia, what do you want for your birthday? If I think about it, 8 birthdays is about a month away up. I've been so busy lately that I forgot birthday. I want a teddy bear, I want a win, digit teddy bear, a teddy bear. Look. Thought Tia doesn't like dolls, like I'm screwed. You stop thinking about what a child might want. I hated it because thought a doll will move itself at night. Ed. Look. Come to think of it, maybe a doll in an idea good. But then there's nothing that I want to ask as a gift. You can't really ask for a villa in a secluded place. Motor, just a good book. Okay, how about horse? Tia. Horse, I'll get a young 1-year-old male horse. It will get attached to you if you keep and raise it. Okay, the time you become an adult you'll have a very good course medal. Not as that something that can easily work gold. Moreover, your daughter was trampled to death a horse before she came back. Box. Then you can go for a horse riding side with dad dining you. Gov. Daughter is going to look great riding the horse. Yeah, I am going to ask for it now. Hey dad, thank you, but wouldn't that to notice? For the young horse, yes, pitiful, it has not been long since he was born. And yet he will need to leave his mom. Would be so sad if we're the horse. It's sad, but at the same time I don't have good memory with horse. 2. Instead of using the money to raise a horse, it's better to just give it to me. Tia, I'm sorry that I didn't think about this properly. Let's bring the mother horse with us too. What? Like what you said, it's cruel to separate the young horse from its mother. We dizzy D. So let's buy the horse's mother too. Won't they be happy together without being apart? That's true father, but mare that can give birth is far more expensive than a young male horse. But if you think about it, father is a Lombardy. Yes, let's do that. How can Tia be so kind-hearted? Haha. Yeah, should learn how to ride horse. Adam Khan. We devil. Then the gift had been decided. Tia, tell. Don't be alone today, don't you go out with dad. Wonder if we were going for a picnic. It came out softer and lighter than I thought. It's easy to dye. And it's breathable. The demand for it is expected to increase in summer. I didn't expect dye's father was going to talk about business. But it's still months away until summer. I'm glad to hear how father's work is going thanks to me. So far we've produced about this much. Where is he talking about the finished product made with corny fabric? The number of workers. Wow, this looks more luxurious than I thought. It's a bit thick. But it's lightweight so it won't be burdensome. Abba. It's also soft to touch and absorbs well. For now, it would probably be best to look at the reactions of the aristocrats at the shopping district. The quality is good, so I'm sure we'll be able to receive good feedback if we wait. Me, is that so? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Not are you wasting your time waiting for feedback for such a good product? Other than that, yes, the collator ration between Lombardy and agents is enough to make headlines. Anyone that's quick on getting information will pay attention to this business. All we need right now is the oppose unity to bring people into contact with the good itself. Is there any good method? His digit. That's it back. Look, I heard Lome Berry and agents collaborated this time. I'm looking forward to it. It's a collaboration between Lombardy, the gold breeding tree, and Angina's The Empress family, it must be great, right? I heard it's a textile business. I wonder what it really is they are bringing in some new silk from the West, aren't they? That's possible. Agents was originally a family from the West. If they're with Lombardy, I'm sure they are able to procure it of such a far distance. I need. Damn it, that business was started me ma. It was supposed to be mine, underscore. Viewed dear, are watching. Everyone is whispering like that, waiting for you to make a mistake. Are you going to ruin your reputation falling for such shallow trick? Don't we get some fresh air? We all joined. Damn it, D. They knew it was business. And yet they were making such a fuss about if it's even at a meeting that hosted. Or it's time for Callahan to get it. After all, it's just a lowland cloth business. It's just a commoner's cloth. How good would it be even if it worked out? He is as D. That guy from Angina's, he's also stupid. How dare you bring me some clothes like that to bargain? I can't believe you're speaking ill of agents in front of me in Angina's. Yes, if you had gone ahead you would have been in trouble. Callahan is the third and youngest son who had always been unemployed. There's no way you'll be able to do the right business for the first time. You have given the opportunity. Don't we start a new and better business with Angina's? Don't be anxious. Viewed. In this society, Lombardy will always be your name. I want to see more, Dad. There. Ouch. Tia, are you okay? Did you get injured? Him fine, Dad. The way. Dad's cloth. That's if it's spilled on top as planned. You can always make the cloth again. It's more important that you didn't get hurt. You. Callahan. Father, I'm sorry. I'll quickly call servant. Don't tell me. All this tea water is absorbed, only this small piece of cloth. Yes, the papers below it aren't wet. It can be used for much more than I thought. If we include this in the instruction when we deliver this to the clothing store, it will definitely draw attention. That's not it. That's not enough, Dad. Did Father's cloth absorb all the team? That's amazing. Will other people fight for it if they were fascinated that don't know? It would be nice if it worked like what Tia said. Yoke. Won't they like it too, Ted? Well, it's the first fabric Dad made, so there are still a lot more people who don't know about this fabric. Yes, Dad, that's the point. If you use it first, I'm sure everyone will want it too. Jail, what did you just say? Nazi? See. It's so amazing and soft. Once you touched it, you'll keep wanting to touch it even if we manage to secure the initial inventory amount. We don't know how well it will be received until after it was launched. We can't cut down the number workers of. If we just wait for the people's response, how will we be able to cover the workers' pay? Only the amount of stock in the storage will increase while we wait. Isn't it better to actively promote the fabric you made it in advanced? Yes, the quality of the fabric is great. If only people could it in advanced. That's a good idea. Don't you choose the aristocrats who will be your main customers and give them prototypes made out of this fabric. But there's not much time left until the launch. It would have to be a simple product if we're trying to meet the deadline. That's it. Please make me a handkerchief. Titian, it would be so pretty if you cut it into small pieces and embroil it with small flowers in the corner. I want to brag about it to Silly and Matron. It could be a good prototype. There's no special process needed. It just need to be trimmed and cut neatly. It'll be fine to add simple decoration too, like Tia said, embroidery. Some people might not carry handkerchiefs in this case. Veil papin paper. I'll have to write this vol down first. That's it, Dad, will make it work. It's not supposed to be like this, but I'll need to meet with Duran right now. Father, do you happen to? I'll take care of her, so don't worry about it. Take care, Dad. I'll be back then. Now that it's done, Florentia, will you have dinner with Grandpa today? This is an unexpected achievement. Yes, Grandpa, want to eat meat. Wait, this look delicious. Yes, eat a lot and grow up well. Cut the meat on the child's plate. This is not a flattery any means, since he's the special chef I knew. He's going to be good. X can't be live. There's such a difference from the cooking at our place. AOL, this is unfair. Tape. Amok. Yoke. Gee, Grandpa, eat a lot too. This grandfather is full just looking at you eat well. The way Florentia saw it. Do you have anything you want? Is this about birthday present? Yeah, heard you love books. What about a small library? Wow, library. What library? The scale is too big. Okra, its youngest granddaughter's birthday. It should be enough for me to gain repay station. Am the only one who can use it. I'll do that if that's what you want. We end, haha. It's not a bad suggest, Tiny Digit. Father has been leaving me to Ant Channel every time he's gone for a while. Don't have enough time and space to organize thoughts myself. But I'd like to have own library, but I want to have something else as birthday present. What might that be? Dining. It's not that big. Grandfather, could you do me a favor later? Zach. From the same Agnes family, the resemblance is uncanny. Callahan Fan Club Corner read this on its faster. Thank you for commenting, and until next time. See a favor porno. Ha. Ha ha ha. A favor as the present digit di soon, something that can only be solved through grandfather's power will happen. If I get rejected now, I'll have to find another way if grandfather doesn't listen to me now. Key. It will become difficult. Are you aware that you are asking for a birthday present that's bigger than building a library? Is that so, Kotanu? Maybe. This is too much. Yeah, let's do that. Say thanks you, Grandpa, only. You like this present so much, of course. It's settled for then. All that's left is digits are to finish all the other preparations needed. Jack. Oak Hassan of Alan. I'm sure we have the results now. Isn't Duran here yet? Dizzy, don't tell me the response wasn't good. Everything is fine. There's a huge amount of orders coming in as soon as we start selling. If it's astounding. I'm so digit Ted Ha friend now that look at you again. You're really a businessman. Grateful. Really? Hey, you need to cheer up if you want to achieve big things in the future. Yes, that's right. Where's the wine reserved for such a joyous occasion? Ella NBA. Yes, to our successful start. Congrats, nation. Was Dao of AIM been meaning to ask you. Did you suddenly change your plan? The samples were only handkerchiefs. Didn't expect it would have been enough to get such a good response. It's not to blame you, rather than that I'm impressed. We've been busy since there's only a few days before the launch. Thanks to that we have orders not only from the clothing stores but also from other places. As the matter of fact, the current success is all thanks to you. One. Haha. About that, not really, it's just, we should invest more, that way we'll be able to make more profit. You can't protect anything running away and hiding while father is still holding out. Build your strength. I need to build up strength for Tia. Child will not suffer injustice. Mo. I will become stronger. Halal, you look like a Lombardi. Although we just celebrated, the real work begins now. Say, since there are many orders, we should make sure there's no disruption to the fabric supply. Actually, there's something I have to tell you. What? Once the fabric production stabilizes, Sim going to step down from the front line of this business. Not now that all the hard work is over. Shouldn't we enjoy the results? Look, once completed, the production process will not be difficult to maintain if you manage it well. And dining, I have a business that I want to do. What kind of business? Alright, Digit. It's a business that I'm going to pursue entirely with own name and money, not with Lombardi's. DZI. Time. If I could have something under name, it would be Tia's. In the future, I shouldn't be satisfied like in the past. I will support Tia's future in every way I can. Maybe it's because you're still young. I see. Can you tell me what kind of business are you thinking about? If it's something new that you came up with, him willing to invest in it. Weren't that good as a son with such caliber hidden from the society Nazism Jedi. Here, have another glass. At first I was afraid and I was being too careful. It was frustrating. Looking back, I think I inherited father's boldness and determination. Diploma D to the continued prosperity of this business. I hope your new business will also succeed. Eli. Thank you. Someday this man will achieve something great. I'll have to tell the Empress again. You have to make sure to keep an eye on this, guys. It's bitter. Oh, good day, Miss Wee. Hello, you look happy. Where are you going? I'm going to the doctor. I brought something delicious for us to eat together. Oh. The doctor you're visiting, is it O'Malley? Not, I'm visiting the doctor's disciples. Do you need help with the box? It's fine, I'm very strong. A few days after the news of the success, the way other people treat me has changed. Including the servants and the maids of the mansion. Miss, do you need anything? Do you have some for I can help you up with anything. They treat me with a more polite and kinder attitude. This is what power feels like. Well, technically it's the power of father, but diploma elope. Dining 10 anyway. The goal I'm trying to achieve is much higher than this. For example, the leader of this place. In order to reach goals safely, I'll need to work meticulously. All. Estival, I'm here. Now it's time to get ready.